We start tonight with the wars in Afghanistan and Iraq. This has been a day of U.S. casualties in Iraq, and it is also a day that President Obama met with his advisors about the future of U.S. involvement in Afghanistan. He's facing a tough decision on whether to pick up the pace of U.S. withdrawals or stay the course. We'll go first to the battlefield. CBS News correspondent Mandy Clark is with the 101st Airborne in Paktika Province, Afghanistan. It's right on the border, and this is what the fight is like for U.S. troops trying to stop the enemy from crossing into Afghanistan from their hideouts in Pakistan.
Fox Company headed out at dawn on Saturday. Their mission, to cut the enemy off at the source, along the border with Pakistan, the razor's edge of the war. The pilots struggled to land the helicopters on the rugged mountaintops. Soldiers rushed out and took up defensive positions.
The males are moving by themselves, though.
In these harsh mountains, the air is thin and visibility limited. This is the insurgents' backyard.
There's a large number of insurgents who use this as bed-down areas, so we suspect that they're using this as training camp as well.
First Lieutenant Sean McEwen is the leader of 2nd Platoon. He and his men were moving fast and using cover to try and sneak up on the insurgents. They succeeded. 3 armed men, possibly enemy spotters, were identified on the next ridge. The response was swift and fierce. 2 500-pound bombs dropped right on the border with Pakistan. 3 dead bodies were later recovered, along with heavy weapons and communication equipment.
We'll push up there, get you guys down, go long.
Fox Company pushed on, hoping to flush the enemy out. Company commander Captain Christopher Tanner, a West Point graduate from Alabama, was waiting for his men to gather on the ridge when rockets started raining in.
There's another one.
He called in counterfire.
See if they got an acquisition off that one, anything?
Within minutes, he had close air support.
We got 2 15s on right now. We're gonna
and back at base, heavy guns opened up. There was no way of knowing if the shells had found their targets.
No good effects on those rounds.
Tanner waited for the enemy to reveal itself, but the insurgents chose to wait and fight another day. Early this morning, Fox Company was picked up. Captain Tanner was satisfied.
Every fighter we stop out here on the border is one less fighter that makes it into the heart of Afghanistan.
This mission was considered a success, if only because every member of Fox Company came back safely. But the battle continues. While we were away, this base, Bob Boris, came under indirect fire, and all day today the heavy guns have been lobbing shells at targets more than 12 miles away. Mandy Clark, CBS News, Paktika, Afghanistan.